Earth Science. What can you see on the screen? Yes, it is a world map. But did you know that the continents present today was believed to be just one big supergiant continent? Yes, it was. And that's what we are going to learn today. Continental drift theory versus plate tectonics theory. Continental drift theory. In the early 20th century, that German scientist Alfred Wegener put forth the idea that the Earth's continents were drifting. He called this movement continental drift. Wegener came up with this idea because he noticed that the coast of Western Africa and Eastern South America looked like puzzle pieces, which might have once fit together and then drifted apart. Looking at all the continents, he theorized that they had once been joined together as a supercontinent, which was later called Pangaea, around 225 million years ago. The name Pangaea comes from the ancient Greek words pan, meaning entire, and gaia, meaning earth. The figure shows what continental drift is all about, from the supercontinent Pangaea up until the present day, which you can see it was divided, or the continents were drifting apart from each other. The idea of moving land masses seems obvious now, but Wegener's theory of continental drift was not accepted for many years. Why? Well, for one thing, Wegener did not have a convincing explanation for the cause of the drifting. But, one type of evidence that strongly supported the theory of continental drift is the fossil record. Fossils of similar types of plants and animals in rocks of a similar age have been found on the shores of different continents, suggesting that the continents were once joined. For example, fossils of Mesosaurus, a freshwater reptile, have been found in both Brazil and Western Africa. Also, fossils of the land reptile Lystrosaurus have been found in rocks of the same age in Africa, India, and Antarctica. In the figure, you can see that there are still other plants and animals which are found in the different continents of the world. Plate tectonics theory. The theory of plate tectonics builds on Wegener's theory of continental drift. This means that this idea came from the idea of continental drift theory. In theory of plate tectonics, it is the tectonic plates rather than the continents which are moving. So this means that continents and plates are different from each other because continents are only the land masses while the plates consist of land masses and as well as the sea masses. Tectonic plates are pieces of the lithosphere and crust which float on the asthenosphere. Facts: the lithosphere is the rocky outer part of the Earth. It is made up of the brittle crust and the top part of the upper mantle. The asthenosphere is a part of the upper mantle just below the lithosphere that is involved in plate tectonic movement and isostatic adjustments. Currently, there are 7 plates that make up most of the continents in the Pacific Ocean. They are African plate, Antarctic plate, Eurasian Plate, Indo-Australian Plate, North American Plate, Pacific Plate, and South American Plate. These plates are moving very slowly, and in fact, the speed of the plates ranging from a typical 10 to 40 millimeter per year, about as fast as fingernails grow, to as fast as 160 millimeter per year, about as fast as hair grows. Geologists came to accept the theory of plate tectonics in the late 1950s and early 1960s after coming to understand the concept of seafloor spreading. How does seafloor spreading occur? Seafloor spreading occurs on the seafloor where oceanic plates are moving away from each other, or the movement is called diverging. When this happens, cracks occur in the lithosphere, which allows magma, the hot liquid rock, to rise and cool, forming a new seafloor. The opposite of diverging is convergence. This occurs when plates are moving towards each other. Material may push upwards, abduction, forming mountains, or downwards, subduction, into the mantle. The material lost through subduction is roughly balanced by the formation of new oceanic crust by seafloor spreading. Additionally, volcanic eruptions and earthquakes can occur, and mountains, ocean trenches can be formed when tectonic plates meet. Activity! Volcanoes. Volcanoes are vents or openings in Earth's crust. They release ash, gases, and steam and hot liquid rock called lava. When the lava cools and hardens, it forms into the cone-shaped mountain we think of as a volcano. The Ring of Fire is a large circle of explosive volcanoes around the Pacific Ocean. Active volcanoes in the Philippines. Mayon Volcano in Albay.
Woo!
Taal Volcano in Batangas.
Woo!
Canlaon Volcano in Canlaon City, Negros Occidental.
Woo!
Pinatubo in Zambales.
Woo!
And Smith Volcano in Babuyan Island, Cagayan.
Woo!
Earth Science. References.